college athletes should get paid. Now let me explain. Um, so okay, so look, these people are literally putting a huge commitment toward the sport that they are playing in college. Literally, that sport most of the time would come sometimes before their own education because their entire schedule is committed toward that sport. So like literally like they would have to do like weight trainings or like exercises with the team yada yada, and even some of them some of these athletes they can't even pick the major that they want because it conflicts with their school and all with their schedule, and also because like they would have a tough time studying in that field. So for example, like Arian Foster even admitted in an interview that he actually said that he wanted to major in astrology, but with the stuff that he would have to do for it, and they the football department at his college said that like no, we you can't do it because it conflicts with your weight training and yada yada. So he ended up having to pick like a major in philosophy. So with college athletes is that they would, I mean, a lot of you guys say that oh their tuition is being covered, they get live off the benefits, but those benefits are not gonna last because you see they're gonna end up having to pick like majors like BS, not BS. I don't want to say it like that, but like majors that they can't really like do too much with, and then they're gonna end up having to work with that only because it works with their schedule because of their sport. But not only that, it's actually like less than 5% of people actually get drafted from their league, so it's that low of a number. Not only that, so like you have like a whole bunch of people that play the sport that they're not really going to get anywhere, and they got you know fucked by the system because they ended up having to pick a degree that they couldn't do much with. You know what I mean? Um, Not only that, apparently like the NC, I know like football. I mean, I don't know the NCAA. They make like about like fucking like over like a billion in freaking money and all that stuff from people watching college football and basketball, all that shit. Where like literally all you you look college sports, they get so much freaking money and all that stuff that they're not even like paying their own players. The players are practically like like they're the ones that are the employees, the ones that are bringing the entertainment, the ones that everyone literally comes on Saturday or whatever day when there's a game just to watch them play, and they're the ones bringing in the money while they're freaking like risking their bodies out on that field just for they could just because they want to try to get noticed and yada yada, or because they're under the scholarship so they want to play to their best. But it's like it's like them, they're practically like being a slave toward their own college system where and not only that, but I also heard that even outside you are still a representative, so like if you do something wrong, that's going to affect you when you go to school, where something could happen to you, like you can get suspended, possibly even kicked off. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man, like you are bringing money toward the school, you are having to work with like a degree that you're probably not really gonna do much with unless some people could get lucky with it. But I'm saying is that if you do pay these athletes would actually have some money that they could live off of after college. So like that's how it makes it fair. Not only that, but like you are obviously going to be at more. It's college sports is two steps over high school sports. So literally like you possibly will get injured, and like you can kind of somewhat maybe like let's say college football you can kind of somewhat maybe like compare to NFL, even though NFL obviously is a big step. But you can see that players, they would get injured, tear their ACL, all that stuff, and you know what? Like, what if that could possibly end their, their college careers or something like that? If you watch this movie called All Things Fall Apart, 50 Cent's in it. It's about like I think it was based on a true story about like this running back where literally like football was everything to him. Like he was even gonna get drafted, but then he had like a tumor, and then that tumor he had to get out of the draft. He also couldn't, continue playing college football because his coach took away his scholarship. So it was practically ruined for him, and he doesn't even have that, couldn't even get paid. So now he couldn't, do what he can to bounce back, which he eventually did if you saw the movie. But I'm not gonna spoil anything if you didn't see it. So what I'm trying to say is college sports is a huge commitment, and it's like you of course you have to be committed to it, but I feel like it should be fair that we should pay these people because they're the ones that are bringing money in. They're the resource. They're the main people that are bringing the. Well, not. I'm not gonna say the main, but like when you watch college sport, they're the ones who are bringing like the entertainment, bringing like in, they're doing the job, and while we're all watching and we pay money to watch, that I feel like it should be fair that we should pay them as they're having to deal with studies. Oh, and by studies, dude, it's so much commitment, like having to go to class, doing hella workout, being hella tired, and you also have to study, for your exams. I know, like, a lot of you are saying, like, oh, well, the student is supposed to take their responsibility, but you don't understand that. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying that I feel like it should be fair if we pay college athletes.